Bleach Cour 2 has been absolutely phenomenal with amazing fights throughout the entire core. We go from Rukia versus Asna, Kenpachi versus Grimmy, Kanomura versus Bambietta, but I think the finale, the final fight of this core was a great way to end it off. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have. Alright, so this finale really begins off in episode 9 when you have Yhwach, Uryu, and Yhwach leaving for the Royal Palace. And the explosion from them leaving was so powerful that it displaced everyone in the war. And it needed Renji to use Bankai to protect himself.
This nigga is trash.
And when Yhwach finally gets to the Royal Palace, none other than Senjumaru is waiting for him right in the front yard. So we have this one Sternritter that shows up who basically has Gojo's Infinity, but Senjumaru was able to easily clap him without Maharaga. So then Yhwach responds with summoning his Schutzstaffel. Look how hard this group is. And my boy Gerard was playing no fucking games, off rip, speed blitz Senjumaru. Mount Lady falls from the sky, instantly meatballed. And Lily Baru aims the sniper rifle straight at her head top. Boom, headshot. And we gotta make sure we get rid of the evidence. And you know what? We might as well go ahead and shoot down 5 of your houses just to flex. This right here is how you do an introduction. But it turns out that all of that was just a genjutsu and Senjumaru is not dead and the rest of Squad Zero pulls up. Even Uetsu with his saucy ass intro, the spotlight and everything. I was expecting a microphone to drop down from the ceiling like Mr. Kennedy so that way he can shout into it, "I am the one to creator!" And I just want to take a quick moment to appreciate Uetsu, a black brother on the highest squad in all of Soul Society, and to top it off, his robe is a puffer jacket. But again, Gerard wasted no fucking time getting violent. He dodges it and then one-shots Gerard. He one-shots Lily. He one-shots Pranayata. And then he tries to one-shot Askin, but it doesn't happen, but he two-taps him. And this is why I say Uetsu is the best one of Squad Zero. Above Ichibei and Senjumaru, this man put on a 4-0 sweep. 1 Pac, 2 Pac, 3 Pac, 4. And Yhwach didn't want to give Uetsu a killing spree, so he got the fuck up out of there and went to go fight someone from Squad Zero who's a bit easier. And when Yhwach pulls up on Rick Ross, he tells him to move out of my way and just starts saying his name willy-nilly as if there's no consequence, just radiating BDE. And Ichibei, feeling disrespected in his own front yard, decides to match Yhwach's BDE by mapping out exactly where he's going to lay Yhwach out. And then Ichibei uses Force Palm to force Yhwach thousands of feet away. And Yhwach can't do or say anything about it. And that's because he's on a hush mode. And then Ichibei Force Palms him again out of the Royal Palace. And Yhwach, he's not having that. He shoots himself with an arrow in order to counter the Force Palm effect. And if you think that's crazy, well, just wait, because that's only a small taste of what's to come. And that's because Ichibei is about to kill Yhwach. As the battle between Ichibei and Yhwach picks up, we head back to the womb where Uetsu is finally ready to finish off the rest of the Schutzstaffel. And Uryu and Yhwach tried to fight back and bless their hearts, but they got steamrolled. I mean, Uryu literally had his attack stopped, played with, and then sent right back at him. And then Yhwach's over here like... With Squad Zero's victory basically guaranteed, Uetsu is a little bit upset. They finally let the Quincy's up into the Royal Palace. Uetsu was finally able to utilize his very sharp sword, and now it's over. The fun is over. But all of a sudden... And then it turns out that Askin was not actually dead and that his power is taking effect right now. And in a matter of moments, Uetsu is going to drop dead because his blood is poisonous to him. But it's cool, he just got some new blood and one-tapped Askin. Then we jump back to the Ichibei versus Yhwach fight, where we see Ichibei use his Shikai powers to turn Yhwach's arms into AR. And essentially, it's just a very simple, but cool and unique way to cut someone's power in half. I mean, he literally cut his name in half, which if you don't know, names give things power. So you cut the name in half, they lose half their power. It's just cool, it's cool as hell. But anyways, Ichibei uses this power again to cut Yhwach's name into Yhwach. It is over for Yhwach and the Quincy army. And then what I can only describe as angelic and a beautiful masterpiece. We see Yhwach use Ash Wallen, which takes the powers of all the useless fodder Quincy, absorb all of those Quincy's and give it back to the Quincy's who actually need the power. And with Ash Wallen, Yhwach is able to finally restore all the power back to his name, essentially giving him full power, and he revives his Schutzstaffel, just like what Hashwalt said. The scales have tipped, and it's in favor of Yhwach and the Quincy's. Not taking his second life for granted, Lily commits black on black violence as he turns a Wetsu into a donut, but it's cool. Senjumaru was able to patch him up real nicely. Then everyone gets separated and we see the Schutzstaffel finally get their one-on-one match. But not really, because we turn our attention to Ichibei versus Yhwach, where we see Rick Ross just saucing up Yhwach, and that's before popping Shikai on him. Because there's a reason why I call him Rick Ross, and that's because he is a master of words, because his Shikai erases the names of anything hit by his ink. Names give things powers, so if something doesn't have a name, then it doesn't have any power. And when you think about it, this has been in Bleach from the very beginning. Ichigo couldn't use his full power because he didn't know his Zanpakuto's name. But then we turn around to check on Squad Zero, and all we see is Squad Zero on the fucking ground. Well, what the fuck is this? Squad Zero is going out very sorry, and Owetsu realizes that, and he tells everyone to tighten the fuck up and tell Senjumaru to kill these motherfuckers now. And then it's revealed that Squad Zero is not able to utilize their full powers because they're too fucking powerful, and they had to have a blood pact to use all their powers. So everyone but Senjumaru self-deletes their self, and then Senjumaru proceeds to pop the second most beautiful Bankai in this arc. And this Bankai was so powerful that it was felt across all the realms. I assume this Bankai analyzes your enemy and kills them in the most effective way possible. Each of the Schutzstaffel died in a way that was significant to them or was the best way to kill them, I assume. First of all, it was filler, alright? Or if you think about it, it's technically not filler because this whole part was off screen in the manga. So, but what do you guys think? Do you guys consider this filler or canon? Let me know down in the comments below. Then we jump back to Ichibei versus Yhwach, where we see Ichibei change Yhwach's name into Black Ant, giving him the power of a black ant. And with no time to mourn, Ichibei uses force palms to clap Black Ant. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, with Black Ant and the Schutzstaffel defeated, that means Squad Zero has won Battle at the Palace.